So this is how you make the chicken biryani. Okay, so we'll take the chicken, the one whole chicken, which will be about 8 to 900 grams, and then you take this chicken biryani masala. For this amount of chicken you need to put half of this packet in, and then you take one packet of the Greek yogurt, then you take a little bit of mint leaves and the coriander leaves, and then you take a half cup of oil. You can take cooking oil or any oil that you take. Here you go. We have marinated this chicken with all the ingredients shared. So marinate it well so that all the chicken pieces are coated, and then you cover this and put this in the fridge for about 8 to 10 hours. So if you have to cook one day, I would suggest do it in the night and put it in the fridge so that next morning it's good to go. The next step is to take the onions of this size. 2 onions should be enough, and then thinly slice them, and then we will fry them. Now we'll take our onions and put them in the hot oil and fry them until they are golden brown. Now we'll take about 2.5 glasses of the basmati rice and soak them in the water for about while our onion are cooking and the rice are soaking, we'll put some water on the boil, and then we will season it with the appropriate amount of salt. This is very important to do the right seasoning in here, because other than that there will be no salt as such in the other recipes. So with this you will also take a little bit of lemon powder which you will put in there, and you will take a pinch of cumin seed which you put in there, and then what you do is that you take some cooking oil that you throw it in, because the rice will not be sticking to each other with this. Okay, this whole water we have to throw at the end, but and we will just boil the rice within them. So it's very important to taste the seasoning at this time. I think it needs a little bit of more salt. If your rice are not seasoned at this stage, your good biryani will not come up. Let's taste it again. I think they are appropriately seasoned now. Okay, now to give a very nice color to biryani, we can use the food coloring, but we are going a little bit authentic. So what we are doing is that we are taking these saffron and we are soaking it in the hot water. So let it be there for 10 minutes, and you will see a very good color will come, and this is what we will use to color our biryani. Now the onion are golden brown in this shape. Always take them out on the kitchen towel because they soak a lot of oil. So till the time we use them, all the excess oil will be absorbed by the kitchen towel. Now we have put the soaking water to boil. We will do the rice until they are 70% cooked. You remember, don't cook them fully, but until they are 70% done, because the rest of the cooking will be done in the steaming process. Now this is the stage where you are going to mix all the ingredients. So you have to take a cooker or a pan, make sure that it has a thick base, because if you take anything with a thin base, then your biryani will be burned. So this is the marinated chicken. What we will do is we will just set this on the bottom of the pan. This is not seared, this is not boiled, this is just the raw chicken. which we just marinated last night. So now this will all be cooked with the steam on the rice on the top. So you have to make sure that you use the space appropriately and put all the chicken on the bottom, so that like every piece of the chicken touch the bottom, so that it take the heat and then it get a very beautiful sear in the end, you will see. So let me just find the place for this, and there you go. And all this, the masala which is like used for the marination, take it and put it on the top. Now we'll take the onion which we brown, so we'll put on top of the chicken, not all of them, because this we will be using in the layers. So you put this on this, then you take the rice which is like 70% cooked, and then you do a layer of it on top of it. Okay, so one layer is this. Be very gentle with the rice, otherwise they will break down and your biryani will not look very good. So you take the rest of the onions, another layer we will do. Okay. And you take the rest of the rice and you will put it on top. Okay. Increase them. So you straighten them up like this, and then what you do is that you put the rest of your onion on the top. Now we'll put some mint leaves. When in the steaming process, this will give a very beautiful aroma. Okay. Now this is the saffron water which we look at the color now, it's yellow. So what you will do is that you will just put all of this spread in the different places, so that it will give a color. If you want more color, you can use the food coloring, we don't prefer. But this is the rose water, which will give a very beautiful aroma to this. Now this is kevda water. This is what in the restaurants what you get a great smell. This is coming from this, but we have to be very careful. Very little water. That's it. Now we'll take the flour dough and we will do it like this around the lid of the pan. And what we are going to do is that we are going to put it upside down on the lid, and this dough will seal it completely. The steam will not come out of it. Okay, so this is how you will put, and you will press it from all the sides so that the steam doesn't come out. Now you will let it cook on a high flame for the first 10 minutes, and then we'll see. In the meantime, steam will generate into this pan, and then I'll tell you the second step. You can see now after 10 minutes it's like steam is coming out of the pan. So at this time, it's a very important thing what you have to do. Take this pan out of the stove. This is we call it tawa, you can call it a pizza pan. Just put it on the heat and then place your pan out of it, okay, over on top of it. So what this will ensure is that the meat which you put at the bottom doesn't burn out. Okay, so now you see immediately the steam is not coming out at that speed. Now from here onward you will leave it like this for about 30 minutes. When 30 minutes from now, this will be cooked. Now after the cooking, this has been resting for around 20 minutes. Now we are going to open the lid. Let's see what comes out of it. So yes, so this is how it looks like. Okay. And we will just take this flour away. Now this is the moment of truth. We are going to put this in the pan and see the steam coming out. Now you can see this is how the meat is cooked. You see whatever was touching the pan, it got a very beautiful color, and you can see how soft it is. Okay, so this came out beautiful. You can see we have the long grain of the rice and very beautiful tender chicken inside. So here is our chicken biryani.